Straight up Dave, cuts through the noise, makes it plain. Talking headlines, cracking jokes, saying names. Hey! Straight up Dave, got the facts and the laughs on the way. Woo! Politics, real talk, every day. Straight up Dave, say it how it is. Big opinions, big laughs, that's the biz. From the right side, guess in the chair. If you want it unfiltered, Dave's already there. Straight up Dave!
Ken Busby, I am so delighted that you came, and with quiet weather, no doubt.
Of course. I always want to make an entrance, my friend. So what's better than a thunderstorm, right?
We're in the middle of Oklahoma.
We are.
And by the way, I do believe God made this state to prove Mother Nature has both a temper and a sense of humor in all four seasons.
Pretty much.
And sometimes the same day.
Right.
This is what happened to us today. We thought it was going to be calm, and just as you arrive, the dam breaks.
And I'm not sure what that says, but hey, it
Here
is what
we
it is.
are.
Here we are.
You are, tell me your position now, officially your title, besides cultural czar and icon of Tulsa's arts and humanities
All those
world,
things.
all of those things.
So my most recent gig, if you will, is executive director and CEO of the Route 66 Alliance. It's a nonprofit organization that was founded by Michael Wallace.
Yes.
I know you know that name.
Oh, yes.
Very well. But Michael Wallace founded it back in 2009. And then I was hired on in 2015. I was just finishing up my time at the Arts and Humanities Council of Tulsa. Didn't know what I wanted. Didn't know I was going to do this next, but he came to me before I left the Arts and Humanities Council and said, Ken, would you like to come head up my Route 66 Alliance? And I was like, okay. I'd met him and worked with him and his wife, Suzanne, when we did the Thomas Moran exhibit at Gilcrease Museum back in the late 90s. And so I was aware of him. And of course, Route 66, you're in Tulsa, you know Route 66. I was like, well, that sounds like fun. I felt like I'd done about everything I could do at the Arts and Humanities Council. We built the new Hardesty Arts Center. We'd established the Any Given Child program. So I felt like, okay, I like new challenges, new things, and it's been a blast. I've been doing this now for, I guess, about 11 years, and which I can't believe it's been that long. But all of this sort of really leading up to the centennial we're celebrating now. So we're just busy, as an Australian friend of mine says, flat out like a lizard drinking. That's how fast we're moving right now.
I haven't seen a lizard drinking flat out.
Their little tongue flicks really
just
fast.
really.
That means you're really going. So,
I like that.
Yeah, it's a cool expression.
I may use that
Please,
at some point in the
please.
future.
Paul would be pleased.
But let me ask, because I was kind of curious, in moving from the high dollar art community to a more blue collar Route 66, was there a cultural shock with that, or with the supporters you dealt with, or what?
No, there's been a lot of good crossover between the two, really. But what's fun about it? So when I came, I had a lot of people telling me, "Well, gosh, Ken, now you can wear your leather chaps and blue jeans and so forth." And I was
Do
like,
you have leather chaps?
No, I don't. I do have a leather vest, but that's because you just never know. For a Western affair, you might need something. But I said, no, I'm just going to elevate Route 66 and do it my way. And so I've continued to be the coat and tie kind of guy, and have brought that different element to it. And so it's sort of expected of me. Maybe because I'm also cultural czar of Northeast Oklahoma, that I can sort of do those kinds of things. But it's been fun because everyone loves my ties. I've got like 324 ties.
Oh my!
And so I collect them, I wear them, I enjoy them. But I think that really has been sort of, it's my shtick, if you will. So coat and tie kind of guy, and it just works. And so for Route 66, it's just been, well, that's Ken. He's doing his own thing there. He's doing his thing with Route 66. So because that's the beauty of Route 66, it's a road for everyone.
It is.
And so I'm just one example of it.
Well, and Paul McCartney, if I'm not mistaken, and his wife bought a Ford Bronco and toured the entire route and enjoyed at his concert in Tulsa. He talked about having a good time here.
Each concert he mentions Route 66 again. He loves it.
How about that?
And I think, and that speaks, I think, to the international acclaim of the road and its popularity, and why it continues to live on and be thriving, is because people like Sir Paul get it. They understand what it means, and that open road and the spirit of adventure and all of those things. So I love all these people that love the road. It's awesome.
Now, Tulsa has been designated as what in relationship to the road? I'm
Sure.
kind of teasing that.
Okay. We are officially trademarked as the capital of Route 66.
We are the capital.
The capital of Route 66.
Okay. Now, other people have claimed to be the birthplace.
And Springfield is the birthplace. And I can explain the difference if you wish.
Please do.
Would you really like for me to do that?
Absolutely.
Oh, right.
I am thrilled.
So go back to 1925, 1926, and we're about to birth this road, right?
Okay.
Cyrus Avery is on the Federal Highway Commission. He's doing all the things. He's
Cyrus being a Tulsa County Commissioner?
at that point, yes, county
Yes.
commissioner. He was on the chamber, very involved,
Yeah.
involved as a Rotarian. I mean,
Yeah.
all of these cool things. Very engaged in the community. But as the road is coming about, and they're trying to fix the number, what's the number going to be of the road, the numeric number, the telegram that announces this goes to Springfield, Missouri, because they're at a highway convention there and they need to reach him. He's not in Tulsa at the time. He's in Springfield, Missouri. So the telegram comes there. It announces that they've accepted the road and the highway, and everything's great. And Highway 66 is born. And consequently, that becomes the birthplace of Route 66 because that's where the word came. Fast forward now a few years, you've got Michael Wallace entering the picture, author, historian, all the things, the voice of the sheriff in Disney Pixar's Cars. And he has referenced it in magazine articles and books and so on as the capital because of Cyrus Avery and because of the old 11th Street Bridge, the Cyrus Avery Route 66 Memorial Bridge. That bridge, built in 1917, 1918,
Yes.
was the first concrete and steel reinforced bridge to cross the Arkansas River anywhere in the country.
Yes.
And you had to cross the Arkansas River
Here. Yeah.
or somewhere to get to California. You
Or
couldn't get
Ford
there.
it.
Right, or Ford it, yes, with your horse and buggy or whatever. So a
Yeah.
bridge much better. But the fact
Yeah.
that we had that bridge is how Avery convinced the highway department that the road and the route should come through Tulsa. And so that's why Michael's always claimed, and we've claimed, and now working with Visit Tulsa, we've trademarked Tulsa as the capital of Route 66 because of that bridge, because of Cyrus Avery. That really is where it all comes together, and that's the nexus of it right there.
Okay. So
There you go.
we are the capital.
We're the capital.
Hallelujah.
Hallelujah.
Does that make us more money?
It's certainly been good from a marketing standpoint.
Good.
It's been great as both the Oklahoma Department of Tourism, Visit Tulsa. I mean, they've all embraced this capital of Route 66,
Good.
and so it's working from that standpoint as we're promoting it because everybody wants to go to a capital, see a state capital, see this kind of capital. You know, Oklahoma City its capital is on Route 66 there on Lincoln Boulevard. So this idea of capital is very attractive to people, certainly across the country, but certainly from around the world. So yeah, it's working for us in a very positive way.
Now, it also, in this celebration that we are now in, this is
Yes,
the
we are.
100th year.
This is it. We're
This
doing
is
it.
kind of fun. But leading up to this, you have had entrepreneurs along Route 66 do the same thing they did back in the day, create attractions or enhance attractions. Whether it's a blue whale in somebody's pond,
Right.
or what are those 40-foot sculptures that are now on 11th Street everywhere? Mary Beth and
The Giants, yeah, they're not quite that tall. They're only like 22 feet. But
22 feet.
But anyway, they're awesome, and we've got 5 of them now. They're in the land of giants that Mary Beth Babcock's creating with Buck Adam Cosmic Curios and so forth. And it's great because you got a Rosie the Riveter, certainly paying homage to the World War II ladies who you know supported our fighting warriors, our fighting men on the line. You've got Cowboy Bob, who's just sort of fun, hanging out, playing a guitar. Meadow Gold Mac, a lumberjack kind of guy, and of course the originals with Buck Adam, and his sidekick now Stella. So
and don't they have a dinosaur somewhere or coming?
we've got a new dinosaur coming this summer. Yeah, that's going on the west side over by Red Fork on the west side at Howard Park. And that's going to be a 66-foot tall dinosaur. I have no idea where they got that number. He looks a little bit like a brontosaurus to me from the sketches and drawings I've seen, which is sort of fun. But it's an homage really to the oil industry that is so important, oil and gas industry, which is so important to Oklahoma's history and Tulsa's history.
Kind of like Sinclair Oil kind
Absolutely.
of thing, the
Yeah.
dinosaur they had. That's nice.
Yeah, so that's going to be
I
fun.
kind of think that's fun.
And the other thing they're doing, which I think is clever, is they're going to make 10 smaller dinosaurs and place them around the Red Fork, West Tulsa area to lead people to different fun attractions, things they should see, and so forth. So you just sort of follow the dinosaurs. It's like, that's
Cool.
clever. The shtick works.
Yes.
Kitsch works on Route 66.
It
in a
really
big way.
does. It really, really does. It is a style unique unto itself, I think. So there's one other thing that was created by Tulsans that I find stunningly compelling.
Okay.
The Route 66 trail, the golf trail.
Oh, the golf trail, yeah.
Tell me
69,
about
66.
that.
Well, that's an exciting project too, and it really is cool. I mean, it's so Gary Sparks, semi-retired architect, has done a lot with Oklahoma State University and so forth, and Boone Pickens Stadium, and many cool projects. But he came to the lieutenant governor 6-7 years ago now with this idea about a golf trail, and Oklahoma does have an Oklahoma golf trail, which is cool, but it is not on any one road. It's just a handful of courses across the state. So it was about promoting tourism via golf, and that's awesome. But Gary had this idea, but what if we really looked at Route 66, both Oklahoma and then the 8 states through which it travels? And so he's curated, he and his team have curated 66 courses from Chicago to Santa Monica.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, and launched back on April 30th, the Route 66 Golf Trail. So stickson66.com. And it's great. We're getting lots of interest, thousands of interest. People are signing up and so forth. We have leaderboards that you can follow. And
I checked that out.
Oh, did you? Good.
I did this morning. I was so amazed.
I know.
They have people that have started.
They've already started.
They like won 8 or 9 of the courses. And I think that's so cool because you can see on the leaderboard where they are and what they're doing and something about them. Now, and so there is paperwork to do when you go to these. I'm not a golfer, so
minimal.
Tell me about
minimal
this.
paperwork. Well, basically, when you go to one of these courses and you get your score sheet, you play your course, then you take a photo of it, you upload that, and then you tell them where you are and so forth. And we're asking people to give us their impressions of the golf course because when you're dealing with 8 states and 66 courses, you got varying degrees of difficulty, but you got varying degrees of amenities and so on. So we want to what are people liking? What's cool about this though? Some of the smaller courses, when I say smaller, just not as big budget or in smaller communities, they're getting excited about this, and they're saying, well, gee, with this traffic coming, we need to be sprucing up a little more. Maybe we need to add a few more amenities.
Good.
So we think we're really helping enhance in a very positive way these courses in these communities, and we're getting calls from courses saying, "How do we get on the trail?" And like, well, we'll take a list and we'll see because every once in a while, I mean, a course may close or something may happen, and if they do, we'll add another one because we're really committed to the 66, and so we're going to keep it at that number, and then it'll constantly be updated through our website. But it's all about the same entrepreneurial spirit that has led Route 66 since its beginning is really what this is about. We want to promote the golf courses. We want to promote these communities. We want to promote their attractions, motels, restaurants, whatever they've got.
Individual people.
Yeah,
just
along
doing
the
their
road. Thing, but golf as one more way to do it because as you probably know, you and I are neither one golfers, but I appreciate it, but I do know I have friends. I mean, they ship them on the planes and they drive them in their car. I mean, they carry it with them because there might be a chance to play 18 holes or something. I'm like, okay, and they just really get into it. So like, well, we're just giving people one more way to approach the road, and that's it too with Route 66. It's like, however you want to approach it, we're excited for you. Whatever you want to do with it. We're glad for you to be here, and you just enjoy the course however you want to, or you enjoy the route however you want to.
Speaking of enjoyment, we did a Guinness World Book record-breaking auto classic auto drive here. Tell us what happened there.
Yes, we did. A couple weeks ago.
Yeah.
It was insane. It was intense. I don't ever plan to do anything like that ever again because the logistics of something like that are just incredible.
Yeah.
To pull it off. But it was amazing. So we have a Guinness world record for the most classic cars on Route 66 at one time, period. 3,598 cars. I mean, it's amazing. The last record of the record number of cars was in Puerto Rico back in 2017. So they've held that record for a while. So now we'll hold the record. Someone else will probably try to break this record, and that's cool too.
Sure.
Because records are there to be broken, right?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
But for right now and for this centennial year, this was a dream, I guess, really of the Tulsa Route 66 Commission, working with Visit Tulsa, Mother Road Market, all 2 years in the planning of this. So we say, what if we did this? And so we reach out to Guinness. Well, what does it take and what does it look like? And so, boy, there are some strict rules and parameters and things that you have to do. And that's why I said, if it had just been a normal parade, that would have been one thing. But to really meet the requirements of a Guinness attempt is stringent. And that's why I said that was the extra work on it that I'm not sure I would ever want to do again.
Now, did those people come in to kind of observe and verify?
They do the official counting. They use a counter.
Oh, yes.
Click 1, 2, 3, 4.
Oh my!
As it's going through. Yeah. So Mother Road Market was the adjudicator sponsor, and so that's where the counting happened up on a platform. There's the gentleman from Guinness, and he's there, and he's watching, and the cars go through, and he's counting, and there you go. But you can't have large gaps. There are things you can't do, or you start getting penalized. So there's a whole system and a rubric they go through to determine. But when it was all said and done, 3,598 official cars are counted, and all the points, whatever points were deducted for too big a gap, or all of those things, and we did it. And so, and everyone that got to be there that day, it's part of something special. It's a once in a lifetime kind of thing to do something like that. And I tell you, the best part though, yes, that was great, and seeing all the cool cars was wonderful. But the best part was we had, our best estimates between 95 and 100,000 spectators.
Whoa.
Lining the 5.5 miles. We had 16 party zones with bands and food trucks and entertainment and people on stilts and things. So it was a true party atmosphere. And I think listening to folks talk about that day, it was just like the community came together. And it was just this celebratory moment of look what we did, look what Tulsa did together. So it was awesome.
While we may have differences in other areas, Kathy Taylor's helping us get a warship named the USS Tulsa.
Yes, that was amazing.
And this event, well, there's one other thing I have to appreciate her for.
Okay.
She actually identified me at a press conference publicly once as an equal opportunity aggravator. And I so greatly appreciate that for her.
That's funny.
And these other two things as well. So, despite any other differences, as a community, what I'm saying, we can come together and do this.
Absolutely.
Now, what do you see upcoming through the next few weeks or months that would be spectacular for people to focus on here in Tulsa, Route 66?
Well, I mean, this will be the 5th year of the AAA Route 66 Road Fest coming up this very weekend, the 27th and 28th of June. We're just really in the midst of that, which is going to be really cool. It always is, but the centerpiece of it is is the Route 66 Journey, which is a decade by decade opportunity to learn about and experience Route 66. So from the 20s through to the present day. And Wade Bray was the creative genius behind that one. And it's an octagon, so you have like pods, if you will, and you go through it, but you just learn all this history. We'll have some reenactors there, some cool cars, so interesting artifacts to supplement.
Now, where is this?
This is at the SageNet Center at Expo Square.
Oh, okay.
So the cool thing is, once you get in, because they're talking about weather, and last year was really hot that weekend. This year's not supposed to be quite so warm, but the best thing is we do it all inside. So once you get in the SageNet Center, it's all air conditioned. So you just park your car, come in, you can spend the day, and really have some really cool experiences. A lot of classic cars. We've got some presentation stages. So we've got Michael Wallace that's coming in, Joe Sonderman. We're going to have, this is cool, Joey Medea is going to be doing a little bit of a reenactment of Cyrus Avery, the father of Route 66. It's something we're doing with the Route 66 Alliance. So he and I will be in conversation. That'll be fun. So just a lot of activities for the kids. There's a cool little Route 66 putt-putt golf course, some soapbox derby, Sometimes there's something else. But anyway, so activities for the kids, activities for the family. There's a cool, this is new. This is new this year. We're doing a memory wall. So we're collecting stories. People can bring photographs, stories they want to share, add it to this memory wall. It'll be kept for posterity. It'll be digitized and so forth. So AAA has just been an amazing sponsor for all this and supporter of this since we did this. This will be its 5th year because they got excited about, road culture. That's their culture. But just got excited about what that means for Tulsa as the capital of Route 66, bringing people here. And again, this is a draw that pulls in from probably 10, 12 states in the region. I've already got folks I know coming that have been in touch with me from California, New Mexico. So some Route 66 states, but far enough away, they're having to spend some time to get here.
We have fans. We have fans of this route in Germany and Norway and everywhere.
And Japan and everywhere.
Yes.
Do you know? Here's a question for you. Do you know where the largest Route 66 festival is in the world?
No.
Would you like for me to tell you?
Yes.
Okay. The Czech Republic. Larger than anything we do in Springfield or Tulsa or
I was going to guess Germany or France.
Well, you were close. You were close.
Yeah.
Czechoslovakia, now the Czech
it's
Republic.
Close. Yeah,
no, but they have the largest festival. They will have 60, 70,000 people a year show up to celebrate all things Route 66. Our lieutenant governor got to go last year and was the grand marshal in the parade and all that, which I'm so glad he got to do it. Because he's invited them over, and we've been, and the Czech Republic sends about 2 tours a year. They'll have folks on Harleys and so forth, or sometimes cars, riding the roads. They land in Chicago, they go to California, Santa Monica, and it's just incredible how people embrace this road. And we were talking earlier about what this road means to people. For folks like the Czech Republic, once the fall of communism, once the wall comes down in Berlin, people wanted to come to America to experience freedom. Yeah. It's hard for them to understand that there aren't checkpoints and that, yes, you have to have a passport to get here. But once you're here, nobody cares that you crossed a city line or a state boundary or a county line. You just get to travel. And it's wide open spaces, and nobody's checking on you, and they're not police following you, and
that's
all of that.
what the World Cup has shown people.
I know.
They are so stunned at this.
I know, and they're writing about it on social media. It's amazing.
If we could trade them for some of the left that hate us, apparently, it would be a marvelous advantage. But we also probably should shout out the voters of Tulsa, who in 2003 put $15 million into Route 66 and dressing it up. And I remember at that time, the national Route 66 person told me that exceeded their national budget for Route 66.
And and then even more recently, thanks to Representative Mark Lawson out of the Sapulpa area, the legislature put in that $6.6 million revitalization fund for Route 66, and then that was a yearly fund.
Wow!
And last year they lifted the sunset on it, so it's going to go on now in perpetuity. And just to continue to help the 46 communities on Route 66 continue to invest in themselves and support this road.
So it's like matching money that they can tap into?
So far, it's not even had to be matching. Well, you can match with volunteer hours and so forth. You didn't always have to have cash because a lot of these little communities just don't have a lot of money to put into something. So, but they'll give you volunteer hours. They'll do whatever. They'll do sweat equity. They'll get after it. And so, but to be able to infuse them with some of these funds, they've been dressing up, adding a new roof to the round barn in Arcadia, or adding, this is fun. I want to get it. I'm not going to state it exactly right, but near Hydro, Oklahoma. So we're going out in western Oklahoma now. Little town of Hydro. They have a cow feeding vending machine. And the reason, and it's this automated machine.
Is there much demand for automatic cow feed?
Yes, there is. And let me tell you why.
Okay.
because people traveling Route 66, especially from foreign countries, find the cows fascinating in Western Oklahoma, these large fields. So these farmers out there and these ranchers had people flagging them down saying, could we take your photo with the cow? Could we take a photo of your cow? Could we watch you feed your cow? And so they finally decided, well, let's give them. So there's some sort of salt and food pellet things that you can do. So the machine lets them do it. You sort of stand here, the little cow will come up. He's not corralled or anything, but you'll get your photo because they're excited about the food. And I'm just like, this is amazing. But
That's
this
brilliant.
It
Is
is
brilliant.
It is.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now, can we set up like a cow tipping area?
No, now remember, we don't allow tractor tippers.
Okay.
We don't allow cow tippers. Remember
Okay.
that. We're the land of Michael
just-
Wallace, the
just-
sheriff of Radiators Creek,
Just
is
a
not going to
thought.
allow that.
Okay.
But it is fun just to think about what people have not experienced, would like to experience, and that it's going to appeal to somebody. I'm like, I think that's awesome.
That is.
Yeah.
That is. Now, there have been books written. Of course, Michael Wallace did his. There are other books
Many.
comparable
Sure.
on that. What's your favorite?
Haha. It's like a favorite child. There is no favorite. But I will tell you what.
You love all equally.
I love all equally.
Yes, yes.
Because people have done it sort of from a children's standpoint, sort of a coloring book kind of thing, or people have done it from a young person, or people have done it, through photographs. So all the different ways you approach the road is how people have done their cool books and the stories they tell. But I will mention this because it's cool. Michael's book originally came out in 1990, Route 66, The Mother Road, and it was really at the time credited with driving the resurgence because it was 1985 the road was decommissioned.
Yes.
People say, well, it's dead, it's not there anymore. The interstate did a number on our small towns. It did.
Yeah.
Understandably why we had to have it, but still it just really did impact. And so he says, no, he was born in St. Louis, and so he Route 66 down, so he'd always known about the road. So he writes this book, and really some businesses and communities saw 30% growth based on that book coming out of people traveling and spending money and visiting their communities.
Mm-hmm.
So he's done a 100. So we're doing a centennial edition, St. Martin's Press. It'll be out in August, but 100th anniversary edition, and he's written a new 5,000 word forward to a new 5,000 word essay to sort of bring you up to speed from 1990 to the present, and then cast a vision for the future. So the book is out of print now. So we're very excited to have it back in print. Because when he first came out, they had to do, while he was on his first book tour, they had to do 3 additional printings while he was on tour.
Oh,
He
my.
was selling that well. And that amazing, because people were just great. Because at that point, there weren't many books. There wasn't really a book on Route 66.
Well, I think I have mine signed by
I
him.
bet you do. I bet you do.
And been hanging around watching them. I
yeah.
really like Michael.
Yeah.
So now you talked about what's coming up this weekend at Expo Square, which is going to be a whole lot of fun.
Yep.
What's the next
Sure.
event after
So,
that?
well, I mean, and communities across the state and across the 8 states are doing fun things almost every weekend. If you just Google U.S. Route 66 Centennial, you'll find a cool website that the congressionally appointed U.S. Route 66 Centennial Commission is doing to try to list out state by state who's doing what where, trying to keep a calendar. If you just focus on Oklahoma, our Travel OK website, travelok.com, has that for you as well, so that we can help you find your weekend, what you got going. Hey, you can
And
do that.
visit Tulsa.
And of course, visit Tulsa as well.
Visit
So we're all
Tulsa.
trying to coordinate.
Okay.
So whichever one you get to, we'll get you there.
Well,
But-
although it may take extra time, I'm going to try and list these out in the description
okay.
as we put this
Oh, great,
podcast up
great.
so that people can, use those links
That's
and,
awesome.
and
Thank
go
you.
there.
That's very helpful.
Sure, no problem.
But no, in September, I know the State Association, the Oklahoma Route 66 Association is doing a fun weekend. I think the last weekend of September at the TP Drive-In in Sapulpa with a little classic car show and so forth. So that'll be fun. They're going to show the movie Cars. That'll be cool.
Yeah.
Disney Pixar is releasing a 20th anniversary badged Cars this year. A little later this summer, it's going to tie in early September to Lightning McQueen Day. Very cool. And then November 11th is the last big thing for the Oklahoma Route 66 Centennial Commission, and I'm in charge of this one, along with our Lieutenant Governor, which is November 11th, which is Veterans Day. But that's the actual birth date of Route 66. So November 11th, 1926. And back then, there was no Veterans Day recognition on that day.
Yeah.
But that was the actual birth date. So we are partnering with the VFW as they do their normal Veterans Day parade. They will do a Route 66 version of it, which is going to be cool. Same basic pattern, but still some floats, some banners, some things like that.
Yeah.
And then we'll go in. So we'll do that morning. We'll go into the Arts District that afternoon. So we're going to celebrate with some activations at Guthrie Green, at the Woody Guthrie Center, Bob Dylan Center, Greenwood Rising, that kind of thing. Have a fun, engaging program at OK Pop that evening with Tulsa Ballet, because they've done some specific choreograph for Route 66, which is really neat. And then we're going to go to a concert at the Canes, sort of the final, just really, and we're not ready to announce yet the talent that will be there, but that'll be a fun evening because, you know, somebody said, well, Ken, that's not on Route 66. Well, it's darn close. And Canes, it's historic, it's iconic, just like the road is, and the Rogers family is just an amazing family. And what Canes does, I mean, it's regularly the top of its
venue, absolutely,
and it, you know, and we're so blessed to have it and the BOK Center, which is at the top for the larger venue kinds of things. So, I mean, we're really blessed in Tulsa, and of course the Tulsa sound and the music scene we have here, and the work that Teresa Knox is doing at the church studio. I mean, all of this just all works together to celebrate Tulsa.
Tulsans get out. We festival well.
We do.
We have fun at that. Whether it's Oktoberfest, Mayfest, other kinds of things. Are you tying in Route 66 to some of those?
Oh, sure. And in fact, Mayfest this year, we kept it going as we're rebirthing it for 27, because with the University of Tulsa deciding not to continue doing that, we have to keep it alive because it's so important. And that's one thing that the university was very clear about, working with Mary Jo Sartain and me and others, that we need it. We need it. It just couldn't be a focus for them anymore. Okay, that's great. We understand. So we participated with the Centennial Cruise, and so for that weekend, and did a youth art gallery and some things at Mother Road Market and the Campbell Hotel. So we kept it alive. We're already making plans now for 27, so we'll be back in 27, and it looks like we're going to be moving back to the downtown core. We've had so many requests to get back into the downtown. And so we think that makes sense. That's where we're happiest. So
for Mayfest,
for Mayfest,
yes,
yeah. So I mean, so we continued. We did a Route 66 theme this year. It'll be back to sort of the Mayfest International Festival, International Arts Festival, as it's always been. Next year, bands, music, food, and of course art. Really celebrating the art, local art, other art coming in, because we want art for everybody, but we always want to showcase the local talent.
What have I not asked you that you'd like to share?
Well, you're good. You're a good inquisitive person.
It's a vicious plot.
I'm sure. I don't know, man. We've covered a lot of ground. I can't. I mean, there's always something fun to talk about. I mean, and in terms of Route 66 and so forth. Oh, one more thing. Just let me add this. The most important thing is as we celebrate 100 years, what I don't want to have happen, and you've seen this with other celebrations, well, it's one and done. Well, we did it. Now we're done. This is the launch of the next 100 years, because we've already got folks talking to us about Route 66 with tours in 27, 28, 29. I'm already getting calls. Hey, we want to come. Hey, we want to do this. Great. We'll love to see you. It's the beginning of the next 100 years. And I just really want people to understand that. This is big for Oklahoma. It's big for Tulsa. And it means so much to this community that we're going to keep the road alive and well and continue to celebrate it for years to come.
Ken, you're doing a fabulous job. Thank you for your effort and for coming by.
Cracking jokes, saying names. Straight up days.